add or subtract, and, if possible, simplify. 1 over x minus 1 plus 4 over x squared minus 1 minus 2 over x squared minus 2x plus 1. In order to add and subtract, we have to have the same denominator. That would be the least common denominator, or LCD. In order to find the LCD, we need to factor each denominator. So let's write or rewrite each of these rational expressions with a denominator that's factored. Now, x minus 1 is already factored, so we don't change that. X squared minus 1 is the difference of two squares, so that factors as x plus 1 times x minus 1. Minus x squared minus 2x plus 1 is a perfect square trinomial, and it factors as x minus 1 times x minus 1. So our LCD would then be, well, we need x minus 1 from here. We need this x plus 1. We already have the x minus 1, but when we get to here, we see that we have two x minus 1s, so we need to include a second one. So that's our LCD. Now, we need to convert each of these rational expressions to an equivalent expression with the LCD as its denominator. And so, for this rational expression, 1 over x minus 1, we would have to multiply by x plus 1 times x minus 1 in both the numerator and the denominator. For the next rational expression, 4 over x plus 1 times x minus 1, we would have to multiply by x minus 1 over x minus 1. And finally, for the last one, 2 over x minus 1 times x minus 1, we would have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by x plus 1. Let's now look at that multiplication. This would be equal to, in the numerator, 1 times all of that just gives us x plus 1 times x minus 1. And now I'm going to write the LCD in a slightly different form of x plus 1 over x minus 1 squared. Then, for the second term, we multiply 4 times x minus 1, and it goes over the same LCD, which I will write as x plus 1 times x minus 1 quantity squared. And for the third term, we're multiplying 2 times x plus 1 over that common denominator, x plus 1 times x minus 1 quantity squared. Now that we have each of the rational expressions with the same denominator, the least common denominator, we can now multiply out the numerators and then combine. So we have that this is equal to, in the numerator here, we have x squared minus 1, and that's over x plus 1 times x minus 1 squared. In this numerator, we would have 4x minus 4 over x plus 1 times x minus 1 quantity squared. And for this numerator, we'd have minus and then 2x plus 2 over x plus 1 times x minus 1 quantity squared. Now let's combine the numerators. We have x squared minus 1 plus 4x minus 4. But now we have minus, and I'll put it in parentheses, 2x plus 2, all of that over the common denominator of x plus 1 times the quantity x minus 1 squared. Simplifying further, we have, well, the only x squared term is x squared. we have this 4x. We have minus 1 and minus 4, which is minus 5. And then we need to distribute the minus, so we have minus 2x minus 2. All of that over x plus 1 times x minus 1 quantity squared. One more step. Simplifying the numerator further. X squared is still the only x squared term. We have 4x minus 2x, which is plus 2x. Negative 5 minus 2 for minus 7, all over x plus 1 times the quantity x minus 1 squared. Once again, this is as simplified as it can be, so that is the final answer.